A new British documentary pulls back the veil in an attempt to look at who's exploiting who in the world of international coffee trading. If the filmmakers have their way, then your skim milk cappuccino with an extra shot, extra hot and not too frothy may not be quite so appealing. Manoush Zamarodi reports.
In 1984, Ethiopia's horrific famine got the world's attention. Now, over 20 years later, two British documentary filmmakers want Westerners to think about Ethiopia again, every time they sip a cup of coffee. Marc and Nick Francis's film is called Black Gold.
Black Gold's a story that follows an Ethiopian coffee producer around the world in an attempt to try and return more money back to the coffee producers, whilst at the same time bypassing an international trading system that touches the New York Commodities Exchange, the World Trade Organization, and all the other elements that basically are currently stifling the development of Ethiopia and furthermore Africa.
In other words, while Westerners are paying up to $5 for a large latte, the filmmakers insist that the Ethiopian farmers who supply the beans for those drinks are earning a pittance, for some not even enough to feed their families.
Black Gold is not a specific indictment of Starbucks, but the company has responded to the film. Starbucks says it's proud of how it buys its coffee beans, and it's leading the way to change how coffee is purchased.
I think in the last, say, 10 years, coffee has become increasingly more popular as something which is central to the consumer lifestyle. And as that culture's increased, so the price paid to coffee farmers has decreased. And over the last few years, they've seen a 30-year low. And I think now is actually a pivotal time to actually try and reconnect a Western audience, in this case, to a situation which they normally feel totally and utterly divorced from. The central aim of the film is to reconnect those two.
Specifically, the filmmakers try to connect the Western audience to Ethiopia through Tadessa Meskela. Meskela manages a union of coffee cooperatives representing over 70,000 Ethiopian coffee farmers.
I'm very sad because I'm looking at it reminds me of my farmers. They are desperate and they are getting a very low price. Their dairy income is very, very low.
I think it was very important for us to try and find a story of one person that could be our in-point into navigating ourselves through what is essentially a very complex world of an international trading system, of which coffee is a very large commodity.
In fact, the filmmakers say coffee is the most valuable trading commodity in the world after oil.
One of the final messages in the film suggests that if there was a 1% increase in Africa's share of world trade, it would generate about $70 billion per year, which is about 5 times more than what they're given in aid per year. So we're not talking about something massive. It's in some respects insignificant in terms of a shift, but has a massive implications for, say, the coffee producers of Ethiopia and Africa.
At the Sundance Film Festival just a few weeks ago, this film succeeded in getting coffee consumers to reflect on the source of their drink. Black Gold was nominated for an Audience Award, and one viewer even gave the filmmakers a $10,000 donation for the Ethiopian farmers. But it's hard to predict whether Black Gold's message will spur others to action, or whether the film's message will simply be forgotten when filmgoers need their next cup of coffee.
All coffees are here, but ours is not. No Ethiopian coffee at all.